A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark, chapter 12, verses 28 to 34. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. One of the religious scholars came up, hearing the lively exchanges of question and answer, and seeing how sharp Jesus was in his answers. He put in his question, "Which is the most important of all the commandments?" Jesus said, "The first in importance is, 'Listen, Israel, the Lord your God is one. So love the Lord God with all your passion and prayer and intelligence and energy.' And here is the second, 'Love others as well as you love yourself.' There is no other commandment that ranks with these." The religion scholar said, "A wonderful answer, teacher. So lucid and accurate, that God is one and there is no other, and loving Him with all passion and intelligence and energy, and loving others as well as you love yourself. Why, that's better than all offerings and sacrifices put together." When Jesus realized how insightful he was, he said, "You're almost there, right on the border of God's kingdom." After that, no one else dared ask a question. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 12, verses 28 to 34. Among the Pharisees themselves, debate continued constantly on the relative importance of different commandments. The rabbis had identified 613 laws in the scriptures. This might sound a lot, but imagine what is the total number of the laws of the Code of Canon Law of the Catholic Church. The Canon Law got a revised version just 3 days ago. There are 1,752 of them. It was a much debated question among the rabbis of Jesus' time. Which is the greatest commandment? In the past 2 days, we read from the Gospel according to Mark about the attempt of the Pharisees and Sadducees to discredit and trap Jesus through their questions. But today, the question seems to be a genuine one, and Jesus responds to the question with due seriousness. Love God and love neighbor. For Jesus, these two commandments together constituted a single one. It was precisely the practical love of one's neighbor. Jesus' answer was neither new nor surprising. You love your neighbor as yourself. We all agree on the commandment to love God because God can be loved, even if it is sometimes difficult. But when it comes to the love of neighbor, it is not very easy. Imagine loving someone whom I come across every day. I have him at work or study. I see him every day on the corner of our street. He could be someone who asks for alms on our streets. You don't have to ask who is my neighbor because we know it very well. Really? Perhaps the truth is on the opposite. We know a little or practically nothing about who is my neighbor. Today, Jesus precisely asks for knowing our neighbor. Give signs that expresses that the other person is important because he or she is also a son or a daughter of God, like me, and therefore that person is my sister. With the brothers, we argue, we laugh, we cry, but not with all the neighbors. I am going to reach that degree of confidence where I am genuinely in love with my brother, sister, or neighbor, that no one can accuse us of not having taken the first step.